guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be making these super cute tiny spoon ornaments. So this is nothing new. If you look up on YouTube, spoon ornaments or spoon upcycling, you'll find plenty of different tutorials. These are the miniature spoons that you get at the Dollar Tree. I have a pack right here. This is what they are. The silver plastic spoons, 24 pieces for $1. And this is what they look like. Okay, they're just the miniature spoons. They're fairly thin, nothing worth writing home about. They're just made of plastic. Okay, so these are the little spoons, and then these hanging things are called bales. They're called glue-on bales. I bought mine from Etsy. I'm not going to give you the shop name just because I wasn't impressed with the shipping time, but we're just going to leave it at that. Maybe she was sick or something. I mean, I'm not going to give her a bad review or anything because things happen. I'm an Etsy owner too, but you just look it up on your own. Just look up Bales, B-A-I-L-S. These are glue-on bales, and so you see what you do is you'll see, I'll make this with you. You just take the spoon and you glue on the bale, okay? And then it gives you a nice thick piece to hang it from, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you how I made them, but first I'm gonna show you the ones that I made. So this one is a blue color. I hope it picks up the sparkling and all the fun gems and all that. I hope that picks up on camera. So I've got this gold bow that I will also show you how to make. And then I've got some mini pearls, a beautiful heart jewel in there. And then, like I said, this main glitter color is blue. And then the backs are also finished to make it, you know, a nice finished product instead of leaving it, you know, blank on the back. It looks nice and finished on the back also. So there's my blue one. Here's my pink one. This is one of my favorites. So it's got some nice pink sparkles and gems, and it's got some blingy gems here. And then I just made a cute little flower that I glued onto the top there. My dogs are arguing outside, but they're right next to me, so you might hear them. And then again, the back is nice and finished also. So you're getting, you know, a totally finished piece here. And then here's my green one. This one needs more work. Some of the green is coming off the edges here, so I need to go ahead and go over that again. But it's just green with a nice, beautiful, blingy gem in the middle. And again, a beautiful gold bow. They're so cute. They turned out adorable. And the back is finished, as I said, with the other ones. This is another one of my favorites. And it's so precious. It's got a little silver bow instead of gold. And it turned out so pretty. It reminds me of like a little princess. Like, how beautiful is that? It's like a very Cinderella-y. Nice and pretty pink. All those sparkles. And then I made a beautiful black and white one. It's not really black and white, it's black and rhinestones with a gold bow. This is another one of my favorites. Hannah said this is one of her favorites too. So I hope you're getting a good look at this. It's very pretty. And I'll show you when I first started doing this, I'll show you what I did at first. I didn't continue on to do it this way, but this is what I did for my first ever. So this is a little different because I made it look like a, what do you call them, geodes, or what are they called? Geodes, yeah. So what I did was I hot glued around it and then put sparkles, and then I made it really blingy inside because I wanted it to look, you know, like a geode. And then this is before I got the bales. So what I did was I just kind of twisted some wire and made my own bale. And then there's a loop here to hang it by. And again, the back of this one's done, and then I just put some string on the side. The back of this one's completely done. But this is just another way you can do it if you like, you know, like big. And Hannah said she didn't like these because they were too like big and like chunky on the side. But some people might like these, so you can make them that way too. All right, so let's get to making one of these for ourselves. All right, so I'm going to start out by telling you about some of the things that we're going to need today. So we are going to use, of course, a spoon. I suggest you have a couple on hand because sometimes when you cut these, forewarning you, the dogs are inside, they're puppies, and they're going to play. As soon as I said that, they started acting ridiculous, so I had to turn it off and do a voiceover. So I'm using my wire cutters from the Dollar Tree, and what I'm trying to tell you right here is that you have to snip them at a certain spot, and after cutting a couple of them, you'll see where the certain spot is. If you cut it too high on the spoon, it will like shatter the bowl of the spoon, and if you cut it too high on the handle, it'll jagged when you look, I can't even make a sentence. If you cut it too high on the handle, it won't cut a straight line. It'll make a jagged cut. So that's what I was trying to tell you. So for the other ones that I made, I used this really fine glitter that I got at the Dollar Tree from the Sassy and Chic nail art. And then I also used the thicker glitter that also came in the Sassy and Chic nail art. It's just two different sizes, the really fine one and the really thicker one. That's what I suggest you use, is a fine one and a thicker one. It just gives it so much more dimension. I'm going to use this stuff that I got off the internet. I forget. I think it was on Amazon. I think it's body glitter, but it's my favorite super chunky glitter. So those are the ones that I'm going to use today. And then I always say to use your favorite color of rhinestone and glitter to match, or whatever looks good to you. It doesn't have to be the same, but I, of course, am matchy-matchy, so everything has to match in my world because that's the way that my brain likes things. So today I wanted to do a teal charm. So I picked these teal pearls out, and then I didn't have any teal large rhinestones, so I was just going to go with a plain diamond rhinestone. I was just playing around with how this light pink one worked with this teal one, and it was cute, of course, but it just didn't, that's not what I wanted. I wanted it to be a teal themed charm to fit in with the teal pearls on there. So I am going to pick out the center, which is going to be this heart, and then I'm going to get to making the body of the charm. So here's where I'm going to decide where I'm going to cut. And like I said, you're just going to get a feel for it. You're going to get a feel of where you need to cut to make it, you know, a straight, nice cut. And after you cut it, I always make sure and grab either a sanding block or a nail file. This time I grab a nail file and I just take off the rough edges of the sides there so they're not sharp. Okay, we're letting the bad dogs out, so now I can actually talk.
Go on. It's freezing out there.
I know. Well, they don't have any common sense, so. All right. So now I'm going to pick up
She picked up.
back again to regular voice. Okay, so I went ahead and filed those edges down because you want to file them down before you do anything else, just to get the edges off, because otherwise they're real sharp. So we're just going to take this bale and we're going to take the spoon.
You sound like an Australian person saying bell.
Bale. And I like to use 2 different kinds of glue on this just to make sure it's nice and stable. I fill this little well right here, this little, I guess they make it textured so it'll stick real well. So I like to fill that little well right there with some of this art glitter glue. And then I'll put a dollop of hot glue. That's just how I roll. You guys are more than welcome to use whatever kind of glue you want, but that's how I do it. And then I just hold this down, make sure it's nice and centered so you don't get any of the bale showing from the other side, and you make sure that your bale is on straight, because otherwise it's going to hang crooked when it's hanging down, and you don't want that either. So looks straight to me. So now you have your little there you go. Okay, so now we can start decorating it. It's on there nice and strong. We've got 2 different glues there to hold it on. And now we can start decorating. So what I like to do is I like to go in with a coat of I'll tell you real quick what I do and then we'll do it together. I like to go in with a coat of my Mod Podge. This is the sparkle. You can use the regular Mod Podge that you get at the Dollar Tree. That's what I wanted to tell you before my dogs got completely out of control. These that I made, these are all made with Dollar Tree products except for the Mod Podge. I did use my sparkle Mod Podge on this, but other than that, the jewels, all Dollar Tree. The spoons, Dollar Tree. The bales are not Dollar Tree. Hot glue, Dollar Tree. The glitter glue is not Dollar Tree. But most of the materials on here are Dollar Tree. So get to your Dollar Tree and pick up some of the glitter. I did use these on here, you know, those are Dollar Tree. So what I'm going to tell you is I like to, when I layer with glitter, I like to do from the finest glitter to the thickest glitter. Oh no, they're not ready to come in. So I'm going to put a layer of Mod Podge, a layer of fine glitter, a little bit of whatever color I'm using. This one was pink. See, it's a real light baby pink. So beautiful. This one was blue. This one was black. Okay, and then I'll go in with a thicker glitter. Okay, this is the thicker glitter I'm going to use today. This was the thicker glitter I used last time, Dollar Tree. This is the thicker glitter I'm going to go in with today. Now today, I'm not using a colored glitter because I don't have the color glitter that I want. Believe it or not, I don't have a teal glitter. I'm going to have to work on that. Can you believe that? I don't have a teal glitter. Unbelievable. I have everything in this craft room except for a teal glitter. Unbelievable. So anyway, we're just going to use the teal pearls to bring out the teal in this particular, why can't I think of the word, Hannah? What are these called? Ornaments. What are they called? Hannah.
Charms.
Charms. Thank you. In this particular charm. So I'm just going to use the teal pearls. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The only reason that this project takes so long is because of the drying time in between layers. I will tell you that. So get yourself a handy dandy brush. I get these brushes at the Dollar Tree. And I usually start on my back layer first. I don't know why, I just do. What is that? Oh, I just saw something floating in my Mod Podge. I'll go in after it later. And so I like to go up to the neck of this bale to kind of make this whole back area like a finished product. So I'll go up to the tip of the neck and then just go and paint a nice, not thick, but not thin either. I guess I would say thicker layer of Mod Podge on this back of the spoon, because then we're going to go in and we're going to do the fun glitter stuff. So again, for the people that don't like glitter, sorry, project's not for you. But if you like glitter, it's for you. Okay, so we're going in with fine first. Actually, yeah, we're gonna go in with fine. I just used the tip of it. Aren't I so tricky? Please be careful with this. If you want to put it in your hand, you can do that. I pretty much, now that I say, like, I pretty much got control over it because I've been working with it for so long. It's gonna glop up on it and I'm gonna look like an idiot. But if you don't feel comfortable shaking it straight from here, don't do that. So just a light layer of your fine glitter, because then you need room for the other glitters to stick, don't forget. So maybe I'll go in with some of this color. This is like a silver. So maybe I'll go in with some of this. I don't know if it's gonna make a difference. See, now the dogs want to be let back in. Well, guess what? They're just going to have to wait. Whoop. That was a little much, but that's all right. The higher you go, the finer the glitter is going to be on your project, because the least concentrated the little sprinkling is going to be. Now for the bigger glitter. For the bigger glitter, since it's in this pouch, I like to use another one of these spoons. Hey Hannah, can you let the dogs in since I'm working with wet glitter? Thanks. And I don't know what they're playing with, but whatever it is, don't let them bring it in the house. Make sure it's not a bug. Cassie brought a bug in the house last night. Literally brought a freaking wood bug, like cockroach, in the house and spit it in the living room last night. Could have killed her.
Oh my gosh, he has so much dirt on his nose.
So,
Get inside.
that looks good. Okay, so I'm back. I actually have a little tip here. This little fan I got at the Dollar Tree, and all I did was sat it here, pointed it down, and voila, you drop it. Now, voila, it dries so much quicker. So now we've got the back done. It's all dried up. We're just going to repeat the process on the front. I just transferred it to this container right here because I threw it all over the place when it was in that Ziploc container because the dogs came running over and it was just a mess. So that's why I put it in here.
She's blaming it on the dogs.
I am blaming it on the dogs. It was the dog's fault, period, the end. I wouldn't touch it too much, but you might want to just kind of tap it in a little bit, these big old chunks of glitter, just because you're working on a weird shaped surface. And you really just want to add until you're happy with it, and I'm happy with that. Everybody's opinion is going to be different. I'm happy with this. So now I'm going to set it to dry. And for anybody that works with glitter, this is an old jar of jam, and I just use it as my extra glitter. And so now whenever I'm using like just glitter in a general project and I don't care what color it is, I'll just use this mixed up glitter here. So that way I'm not wasting glitter. Okay, so at this point we have a finished front. Oh, the lighting is horrible on this. Okay. We have a finished front, okay, and a finished back. Now what I want to do is I want to go in and I want to lay another layer of Mod Podge on it. The reason that I want to do that is because I don't like fallout glitter. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to just I'm going to lay another layer of Mod Podge. This one's going to be a thin layer because all I'm doing is sealing it. So we're going in and we're just sealing it. I'm being gentle because I don't want to pick up any loose pieces. I just want to seal everything in. I don't want to move anything around. I like everything just the way it is.
You sound like Bob Ross over there.
Really?
I'm not gonna move anything now.
Oh, I sound like Bob Ross. That's awesome. I love him.
You're so very calming.
Oh, I'm very calming. You're so sweet. So I want to let this dry, and then I'll flip it over and I'll put a layer on the other side. And then I'll be back. Okay, so it's all dried, and we are going to start working on how we want to design it now. So with this one, I would like to put a heart gem in the middle. And
Does
then
anyone want a free tattoo?
Hannah's going to give me a free tattoo on the top of my foot today. She uses markers. It's beautiful. She does a good job.
Kind of.
And then I'm going to put these around the edges. So let me take these off of the sticky. See, they have a sticky backing like that, but I don't want to use the sticky backing. I just want to take them all off. So what I do is I just peel them against the backing and they just pop right off. See? So it just separates them from the sticky backing.
I'm gonna take a shower.
Yeah, go ahead. So I'm just going to do that right now. I am going to go down right there, I think. Man. My fingers aren't working today. Great. What a great day for my fingers not to work, you know, the day that I'm doing a video. Let me go let my dogs in. So anyway, this is just, this step is all about however you want to design your charm here. I would suggest using some kind of gem or pearl. That's what I think looks best. I know I have seen some of the other crafters use like a printed scene, and I don't know if they printed it on cardstock and maybe that's how they got it to look right, but yeah, they printed like little like bunnies and they just put it right in the center there, and it turned out so cute. But I don't know, the printer that I have, it's an HP or something like that, but I thought it was going to be a really decent printer, but come to find out, I can't even get my really good cardstock through it. So it's really not a good printer. Because if I can't feed cardstock through it, like what's the point? So I'm just going around here and I'm just eyeballing the spacing, which maybe that's good, maybe it's not. It's up to you. If you want to be precise about it. I don't know how you would mark this out. I mean, I guess you could get like a black Sharpie or something and try to mark it out like that. You know what? I usually put the inside gem on. I don't know why I didn't do that first. That was pretty silly. So now I'm going to just put a dot of this art glitter glue. Put that on there, and then I'm also going to use just a dollop of hot glue because I'm working in the center there. And it's really hard to get an adhesion in the center. And I gotta work quick with it because I need to be able to get it down. I hope that's the center. I hope it's not off because I just pushed it in. I hope that's the center. Because it's there. There it is. It's on. It's there. Glue's already pushed in, so it is there. And I'm just giving my little pearls here an extra push down to make sure that they are really adhering down. You want to make sure there's plenty of art glitter glue there to catch. And then I'm going to let this dry. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at it. It is going to be so beautiful on this. Look at it. It's going to work perfectly with this. It's so beautiful. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put this aside, and I'm gonna make my bow. We're gonna make a bow for it. I think I found the perfect ribbon, and I think I have the perfect amount left. Look at it. Oh, I think I have way more than enough. I do. I have way more than enough. Okay. So you're gonna take a ribbon, and since these are mini spoons, see how tiny they are? See next to my finger, and I have really tiny hands, you guys. You're gonna wanna use a thinner ribbon if you wanna use a bow, see? You don't want a big thick ribbon because otherwise it's not gonna look right because these are such small spoons. Now if you're using a bigger spoon, go for it, use a thicker bow. But since these are such tiny spoons, I'm gonna definitely say use a thinner ribbon. Okay, so you're gonna take your thin ribbon. Hold on one second. I think I cleaned this mat off, but maybe I didn't. I did. I cleaned it off, but anyway. All right, take your ribbon. You don't have to measure it. You're just gonna need, let me see, fork. That's all you guys need, just a regular dinner fork with 4 prongs. Okay? So I don't like to waste a lot of ribbon, so I'm just going to use about this much. You guys, can you let me talk, please, on this video instead of having to do a voiceover? You rotten fools. Okay, so this right here, this amount of ribbon is 10 inches. So let's see if I can do it right with the 10 inches. So this is how you're gonna hold it. Okay, the one on top is gonna be slightly shorter than the one on bottom. The one on top, wrap over here. One on bottom, right here. So you're taking the one from the bottom and you're bringing it over the one on top, and you're going to tuck it in through the middle prong. See? The middle. See that? You're tucking it in. Okay? Then you're going to bring it back up through the middle one again. See? You bring it up through the middle one again. Then you put it down, and we're going to tie a knot. Make sure you tie a nice tight knot. Now, if you wanted this to have little tails, you would probably want to pull downward on the strings to make them hang down for tails. See? But if you intend on cutting the tails off, like I did here, I just have the bow, then you would pull them out to the side because you're going to want to cut the tail off to the side there, because I didn't use tails on these. But since this is a tinier bow, maybe I want to use tails. I don't know if I want to just keep him like that or if I want to give him tails. I'm having such a hard time deciding. I like him with tails, I think. Oh, I'm giving him tails. He's getting tails. He's getting tails. Alright, so if we put him up here like moths, oh, he's so cute. He is adorable. So we're gonna go like that, and then like that. So now this is uber cute. And we are going to attach it with hot glue right to the top, right there. Boop. Doggone it. Working on a time crunch here. And then make sure that you get it centered the way you want it before the glue dries. That is so adorable. I love it. It's so cute. Is that not precious? It's so cute. The back is completely finished. It does not look unfinished. It does not look like you just glued a whole bunch of crap together. It actually looks like a finished piece of jewelry. It's a nice, beautiful charm. I love it. So I'm gonna put it where it belongs on this charm. And then I'm going to package my charm and list it on my Etsy site. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let me get this done. Okay, that's how it turned out when I put it on the dangle.
I'm famous.
Why are you famous?
Because I'm beautiful.
You are beautiful, but what makes you famous?
I'm a YouTuber, and go check out my channel, Pets and Me. I think I'm about to change that name though. Stay tuned.
Anyway, back to my project.
No!
So, I really like this, and I hope that you go to the Dollar Tree and get some of these little mini spoons. Pick up some Bales. I believe you can pick them up at Michael's or Joann's, any of your craft stores. And get to creating some of these cute little charms. They just turned out so adorable. I love how they turned out. All the detail on them. They're so cute. All right, guys. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.